Hello, folks. So first of all, I would like to say thanks to all the viewers who are watching these videos. Not only I'm getting all the love and support from all of you, but also getting overwhelming response. It's giving me immense motivation to further create new informative videos as well as build the AI-based application. So thanks once again for all the love and support. This video onwards, I will be showing you how to develop a sentiment analysis related app step by step. Output of this app can be seen on web browser using Flask app. So I will be first creating an LSTM based or long short-term memory based neural network model from the scratch, which can take text-based sentences as inputs and produce a corresponding sentiment and probability associated with that sentiment. This model will act as a backend of our application. I will be creating a front end using Flask, which can take user inputs using a web browser based interface and providing the result on the same page itself. Later on, I will be deploying this app on Heroku Cloud Platform, which is a free service, but with limited resources. In this video, I will be giving you the demo of application. I'm going to build from the scratch. Uh, so please watch this video till the end and also stay tuned for upcoming uh, videos. Folks, this is Nitin welcoming you to the AI University channel where you can learn all of your favorite digital technologies like machine learning, deep learning, AI, big data, Hadoop, virtual reality, and cloud computing. And you can acquire the related skill sets in order to advance your career in these fields. This channel takes a hands-on approach to build AI-based products and applications. So if you are new here, then consider subscribing to this channel, or if you have already subscribed, then click on the bell icon to receive the notifications about hottest technologies of 21st century. So what is a sentiment analysis? Well, sentiment analysis is a context-based mining of text which extracts and identifies subjective information from the text or sentence provided. It is a common, in fact, it is the most common text classification technique that analyzes an incoming text and interprets whether the underlying sentiment is positive, negative, or neutral. Sentiment analysis helps businesses to understand the social sentiments of their brands, services, or products from the online conversation happening on various social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, etc. Identifying the sentiments of customers about products and services is a game-changing strategy if a company wants to take an edge on its competitors. So through this sentiment analysis, companies can classify the customers' conversations about a brand on the following lines. Number one, key features or utility of a brand's products and service that customers care about. And number two, customers' underlying reactions and interactions about these features or utilities. And with the recent advances in the field of deep learning, the ability of RNN-based algorithms to analyze text has improved considerably. So without further delay, let me open the sentiment analysis app. Uh, just let me open it. So the interface you are looking here is built using Flask. If you are new to Flask, then let me give you a brief introduction of it. So Flask is a Python-based micro web open source framework which doesn't require particular tools or libraries. So Flask doesn't have any form validation, data abstraction layer, or any other components as such. But through third-party libraries or extensions, you can add various features like form validations, upload handler, and various other functions. So I'm using Bootstrap framework as well here in conjunction with Flask to use HTML based elements like a drop down, buttons, checkboxes, JavaScript, so on and so forth to make my web page more responsive. And Bootstrap is again a free and open source CSS framework, which is very helpful in building responsive mobile first front end web application. Here I picked a ready-made template from bootsnip.com. So this is my ready-made template, okay, which I've taken from Bootsnip. And in fact, this template has various tabs, as you can see here. So these are various tabs here, right? Right? And uh, and I wanted to basically utilize these different tabs in order to build a separate application for each tab. So if you can see here, you can very well see that I have a tab for image captioning here, right? So you can see this is the placeholder. Basically, right now it is a placeholder tab because I'm going to create a corresponding application pretty soon. Okay, so you can very well see that I have this image captioning tab where I will show you how to develop neural network based application to create or generate captions out or text from a specific image. I also have a tab for application which can find out sentiments from an image. So this one is the one, right? Sentiment analysis of images. So later on, in fact, I'm going to build this application as well in the coming weeks, wherein you can just extract the sentiments from the image, given image. So coming back to sentiment analysis, you can see that we have a separate tab here for sentiment analysis. And here you can see a text box and a button. So this is the text box. Okay, this is the text box and this is the button. And this is on the left hand side, and on the right hand side I can see that I have a sentiment, probability, and there's going to be another section for emotions, so which you are going to see pretty soon, because once I enter any text here and click submit button, it will pop up based on the sentiment I'm going to get. So uh, coming back to this sentiment analysis, you will be able to see additional section which is emotion. Okay, and these are actually placeholder headings right now. So you will be able to see sentiment, probability, and emotions. Emotions, which is kind of a hidden right now. Okay, uh, so probability, and when we enter any text in this text box and press enter here, okay, then this text is basically received by our LSTM based neural network, which is a front backend of our model, okay, or backend of our application. So LSTM based neural network is the backend of our application, and this front end is built in the Flask. So this model basically, which is developed using LSTM or long-term memory neural network, reads the entire text, which I'm going to enter here, okay, and classifies it into positive or negative, as well as it will also provide the probability. Okay, so sentiment will be reflected here in this section, okay, and probability will be reflected here, okay. And the probability is nothing but probability is associated with that positive or negative sentiment. So basically probability depicts how strong that positive or negative sentiment is. If the probability is close to zero, then it means that the sentiment is strongly negative. And if we are going to get the probability which is close to 1, then it means that the sentiment is strongly positive. Okay, so I have also added a section called emotion, which is kind of a hidden right now, to show you an emoji based on sentiment we are going to get. If the sentiment is positive, then we will get a smiling emoji, and if it is negative, then we will get a sad emoji. So you can similarly add various other KPIs in your application. Okay, so based on your needs. So that depends upon totally upon you what all KPIs you want to basically show on this page. So right now all the sentiment, probability and emotion sections are empty, as you can see on the screen. In fact, emotion section is not visible here, it's kind of hidden. Okay, so let me now enter the text in the text box, and I will write something like, oh, it's already there. So it's an amazing book. Okay, so this is the text, and I'm trying to get the sentiment of this particular sentence. Okay, so let me click on submit, and wow, you can see here. So the sentiment came as positive. Okay, and probability of that sentiment came as 0.56. Okay, which is less than sorry, greater than zero point 0.5. Okay, and you can see the emotion section which was not visible earlier, right? You can see the emotion associated with this sentiment. Since this sentiment is positive in nature, that's why the emotion came as smiling. Okay, so this emoji is a smiling emoji. Okay, and obviously if you revisit the text was, it's an amazing book. Okay, that means obviously that sentence says that the text was positive in nature, or the has the positive sentiment. So our machine learning model, the LSTM based neural network, predicted it right, and predicted it as positive, which is very much right. Okay, and the probability associated with this sentiment was 0.56 or 56% roughly. Okay, and the emotion associated with this. Okay, so now let me type another sentence here. So let me select this. I do not like this car. Okay, so click on submit. Okay, so you can see that text is kind of negative in nature, right? So here you can see, perfect. Here you can see the sentiment now came as negative, because obviously the text was kind of negative in nature. And the text which I provided was, I do not like this car. Okay, so it very well predicted, our model, machine learning model or deep learning model, predicted the sentiment very well right, and it came as negative. And the probability associated with this sentiment is 0.050 or 5%. Okay, and the emotion you can see very well here, it is kind of a sad emoji. Okay, so this is the way we basically do sentiment analysis of text. So uh, either user can the companies can provide the data in bulk of all the user sentiments, because they generally get reviews on their websites, or in the customer care they get certain complaints as such, or any text associated with those complaints. So those text can be feed into this kind of application, and we can then find out what kind of sentiments we are getting for a specific product or service or any other brand. Okay, and based on that we can take a corrective action so that our customer satisfaction can get improved. And that is the whole sole reason of using the sentiment analysis. Here I'm providing a single sentence, and you can provide the data in CSV format also. So meaning you can collect all the reviews, and you can just tweak this application to provide a CSV file which has all the reviews, and then you can unearth all the sentiment associated with those reviews. So basically, if a Twitter, like on the Twitter, if a user tweets about any specific product or service, then those kind of tweets are also provided as input to this application, so that you can get the real-time picture of those sentiments. Okay, later on I will be creating a separate application on sentiment analysis to perform real-time application, real-time sentiment analysis. So, let me know if in case you want me to, tweak this application a bit, so that we can enable uploading all the reviews in a CSV file, or comma separated values file, wherein we have all the collection of all the reviews, and it can generate the sentiments for all those individual reviews in the Excel or CSV file itself. So let me know if you want me to tweak this application a bit, and I would be glad to work on that application. So folks, this is it for this video. To conclude, I explained what exactly is sentiment analysis and gave you the demo of the sentiment analysis app, which we are going to build in the subsequent videos. So let me ask you a question for today's video. Why did I use long short-term based neural network model instead of using convolution neural network? Okay, so if you have watched the previous videos, then you would be easily able to answer this question. As well as let me know if you want, as I said earlier, let me know if you want me to tweak this application to accept the CSV file in which we have provided the reviews, so that we can get the sentiments in bulk from this application. So please post your comments in the comment section given below, so that I can get a chance to incorporate your feedback. You can also ask your technical questions in the comment section. I will be glad to answer your questions. And if you're watching this video and you are not already a subscriber to our channel, consider clicking that little subscribe button. In case you have already subscribed, then click on the bell icon to receive the notifications whenever I will release a new video. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will be covering next topic in the upcoming videos. So keep on watching. Thank you.